We're going to go to Gaucher now and talk to Douglas, our first caller of the evening. Doug, thank you so much for hanging on. What can we help you with?
Oh, yes. I got injured in 2019, and I done had 2 elbow surgeries.
Okay.
I haven't did no deposition. I haven't did no discover. All I did about a 10-minute phone call. What is my time frame now?
Well, that's a little scary, a little tricky. So typically, if it's not involving a state entity, meaning a city or municipality, and it's a third-party claim, it's 3 years from the date of injury. So what month in 2019 were you injured?
Doug, are you still there?
Still there?
Oh, shoot.
That's okay. Doug.
Oh, there he is. Hey, Doug, what month were you injured?
Oh, I was injured in December.
Oh, that's good.
Okay,
that's
so
good.
it sounds like you've got a little bit of time, but I would not sit around. If you've got an attorney, and I understand you say you have an attorney now.
Yes, but I'm not all I'm getting is we waiting, you know.
Yeah,
Right.
you're not getting anything done. Let me tell you what I think you need to do, and you need to do this next week, okay?
That's right.
If you haven't heard from your attorney for a while, call him or her and say, I want to come in and talk to you about the status of my case, okay?
Right.
Reputable attorney who's handling it and doing his work the way he should would bring you in and then discuss your case, the status of it. And these are all fair questions to ask your attorney. Look, COVID has been gone on. I know it's slowed down the legal process a lot. It's tougher to schedule depositions. It's tougher to schedule hearings because of that. But you're the client. You have a right to know what's going on with your case. It's a very reasonable thing to ask. And if you sense a reluctance on the attorney's part to do this, if you're not happy with the response after you sit down and talk to the attorney, you can say, I don't want you to represent me anymore, and go get another attorney. But with the time passage you've talked about, you need to do this sooner rather than later.
Right.
Okay? And so I would do that next week. And people don't understand this a lot of times, and I don't really encourage you to do this. But if you're not happy with your attorney and the service you're getting, and after a reasonable chance to have the attorney explain what's going on, you're still not satisfied, then you probably should get another attorney. Now, word of caution.
Right.
Defense lawyers and people who defend these cases look at people who hire and fire attorneys throughout the history of a case. And if much of that goes on, they sense a problem and a weakness,
Gotcha.
and it makes it more complicated to get resolved in the end. But if you're not happy with it, you're not bound to that attorney. It's a simple contract that you can get out of if you want, and your attorney can do the same thing, quite frankly, if he's not satisfied or happy, as long as it doesn't prejudice you. But you can't sit around any longer. You need answers, and I would ask for a face-to-face.
Right. And then, Jim, just to make sure, and I know you hit this point, the clock is ticking on this. I mean,
you can't wait
You
around.
said 3 years. He's at 2 years and 2 months. So
Yeah.
he's got 10 months on this thing
and
right
I,
now.
And I say that, that's why I said do it next week. Don't
right.
let time get away and do it April or May. Start that process. I would this week. If you're happy with what he says, come out of there with a plan. Ask him, you say, look, I'd really like communication frequently.
Sure.
Some clients don't want to be bothered.
Right,
Some
right.
clients
I
want to
gotcha.
be kept abreast.
Yeah.
And you just need to tell the attorney what you want to do. If you want to hear from your attorney every month or two, then you just say, I'd like a status letter or status
Yeah, I can
conference.
see everybody's a little different.
Right, to let me know. Some people just want to know when it's over, okay?
Yeah.
And others want to be kept up to date. And so, you need to respond to your attorney and communicate with them and tell them what you want.
Now, Jim, and we're running a little tight on time. I've never had an elbow injury, thankfully. I could see if you've had an elbow injury and Douglas has had 2 surgeries on it, that's a major part of your body. I mean, that could really affect his ability
That's
to work.
right. Now, I don't know what Douglas does for a living, but
Right.
2 surgeries tells me that's serious, okay?
Yes.
And if you are employed in an area that requires manual labor, requires you to use your hands and arms, this could seriously affect your ability to earn a living in the future.
That's right.
And you need to make sure this case is handled properly.